Welcome to All About Research, the go-to podcast for busy teachers delivering NCFE Level 1 to Technical Awards. Hosted by myself, Rachel.
And Beth. We're both experienced provider development officers here at NCFE,
Each bite-sized episode is packed with practical insights, top tips, and expert guidance on all things research.
helping you make the most of your research. Hi everyone, and welcome to the Business Enterprise Lessons Learned from the 2025 Assessment Series. I'm Beth.
And I'm Rachel. Thank you for joining us today. We're going to talk through the key points from the Chief Examiner and Moderator's report for the NCFE Level 1-2 Technical Award in Business and Enterprise. So if you teach this qualification, we've got some useful takeaways for you.
So let's start with the basics. The qualification is linear and learners must take both the exam and the non-exam assessment in the same series. There's only one chance, no research, so getting it right first time really matters.
Exactly. The good news is that overall the performance has improved this year. Learners did especially well in task 1 of the NEA, which is great to see. But there are still areas where we can help them do even better, especially in task 4, the evaluation.
Looking at the exam, some learners gave really strong answers. They used business terms well and showed good understanding. But one thing that stood out was how many struggled with the word discuss instead of analysing, they just described.
Yeah. And that's like a great reminder for like us teachers. It's like, let's make sure that the learners really understand what each command verb means. Maybe try some classroom activities where they spot the difference between describe and discuss in sort of sample answers.
Another common mistake was around business structures. For example, some learners thought partnerships offer limited liability, which they don't. It's worth revisiting those basics with clear examples.
And when it comes to the coursework, feedback from the assessor varied. So in some cases, marks weren't clearly linked to the assessment objectives, which made moderation harder. So it's important to show how each mark was awarded.
So let's talk about evidence submission. Most centres did a great job using Word or PDF formats, but some included extra documents or missed key ones. So double check the checklist and make sure everything is clearly labelled.
And also, learners need to work independently. And the report reminds us that giving them templates or word frames can count as malpractice. So support them with skills and not shortcuts.
In task 2, learners did well with research, but some used data from the US e-bike market instead of the UK. That's a good teaching point. Make sure learners understand the importance of the relevant local data.
And in task 3, most learners followed the business plan structure well, but the operations and finance sections were weaker. It might help to spend more time on production methods and financial documents like the break-even graphs and lessons.
And task 4, the evaluation, was a bit hit and miss. Some learners gave honest reflections but didn't go into enough detail. The best ones used the headings from the task to guide their answers, so encourage learners to do that.
And don't forget the referencing. So learners need to show where the information came from. That means using sort of quotation marks, naming the source, and including the date they accessed it. A small thing, but it does really matter.
Yeah, it does. So before we finish, let's touch on grade boundaries. A level 2 distinction star starts at 166 out of 200. These boundaries are just for guidance, but they help us understand what learners are aiming for. And remember, grade boundaries change every year.
And a quick reminder, both the exam and the non-exam assessment must follow NCFE's conditions. That includes proper invigilation and making sure learners have everything they need to complete the task fairly.
So what's the takeaway?
Okay then, so help your learners understand command verbs, encourage independent work, and support them in building strong analytical and evaluation skills, and of course, stay organised with the admin.
Thanks for listening, and if you found this episode helpful, share it with your colleagues and subscribe for more tips and updates.
And if there's a topic you would like us to cover next time, just let us know. Until then, just keep inspiring those future business leaders.
Bye.
Bye-bye. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to follow, share, or leave a review.
Until next time, be prepared
And know we're here for you.
and stay connected.